YouGov are a full-service research agency. It means we ask people's opinions about a whole host of different things, and we then sell that information to clients. And my team, the political and social research team, is responsible for all the political research that the company produces, which is around about 60% of the political research done in Britain. Well, it's good for the health of a democracy for everyone to feel involved and that they have a stake in society. And so, excluding any particular groups, be that women, older people, younger people, ethnic minorities, is a bad thing. And the more that all groups in society can be included, the better it will be. The reason the young people don't vote is, why would young people vote? What's in it? What's in it for them? The difficulty with young people is they can't see really any benefits. Why? Because the parties aren't interested in them in the main. And the reason for that is that people are getting older later nowadays. So what I mean by that is, as a generation, younger people are going into full-time employment later, generally speaking, buying houses later, generally speaking. Their parents are falling ill later, generally speaking. They're having children later, generally. So we have a group of young people who really aren't interested, and rationally aren't interested in these things, because they have no particular reason to be. What can you do about that? Well, the answer is not to make voting for 16 to 17-year-olds, because then you'll just create another group of people who are not interested and don't buy into the big subjects. Instead, the answer is to come up with policies that actually interest people. Because as people are getting older and older, at the age in which they engage with things, the age of our politicians is getting younger and younger. George Osborne was Shadow Chancellor at the age of 33. And do you think the typical 33-year-old in this country turned around and went, "Oh yeah, that's like the time I was Shadow Chancellor"? No, of course not. They all have very similar backgrounds now, very similar experiences. A lot of them are career politicians who have only ever existed in the Westminster bubble. What that allows is people like Nigel Farage, who supposedly is a man of the people, but in actual fact is a former public school boy, a former banker, and married to a German woman. He comes across as more normal, more in touch with normal people. It's relevant. The young people don't see the relevance of politics to their lives, and nor should they, because they're not engaging with things until much later. And then the political class is getting much younger and just seems completely devoid from their experience and detached from how they view life.